Thank you. Good evening, everybody. We are live with the final race of the AMS2 Community Cup. It's the season has already ended, but we're finishing on a high. That's also what we're calling this race. Good evening, everybody. So yeah, we are on track at the Historic Interlagos. As I said, the Community Cup itself has ended. 8 races have finished, and people have competed for a top spot in the leaderboard. Between I think it was about 10 communities. Let's see if I can have a bit of a preview here of all the results from this year. So we got Jake on top, followed by Blankfall and JK completing the podium. There is a fair bit of points between 1 and 2, but for Blankfall and JK it was a contest right up until the end, which is good to see. I suppose me, this is Harm that you're hearing right now, competing for TRE, the racing engineers. Didn't finish so great, but I also competed only 3 times during the season, so not bad results, but nowhere near the top, as you can see. So this was the first division, because normally it was two servers. In server 2 we got a podium of Slayer racing for MVRC, followed by Pavel racing for AMSU, and then Savage Paddy, which is a great result for Savage Paddy. I'm sure he will revel in this result for sure. If we then compare this to the communities itself, then MVRC has won by quite some margin, but that's also because one of the teams have dropped out, which I think is SSR. As you can see, they also have 0 points at the last 3 races, which they did not participate in. So that's too bad. They were doing quite well. But MVRC won the Community Cup of 2025, followed by RRC, and then KCSR. So good results, a lot of fun, a lot of good moments on track, and we are now going to the last race of the season, which is the finishing on a high. We are, and I need to look for this real quick, we are in the Formula Vintage Gen 2, the V8 and the V12 model. I am not sure what everyone is driving. Maybe I can see that actually. Timings. No, it just says Vint, F-Vint, so I can't see who is trying to master the V12 and who is trying to master the V8. But let's see at the timings, because we have 4 minutes left for qualifying. And it seems to be a bit close on the top, because Jake Minimus and Din and Gizmo all have a 2 minute 44.7, so very, very close at the top there. Yeah, the top 3 are in their own league, from the looks of things. I suppose J-Turn can also be bunched with the top 3, but for now it looks like Jake, Minimus, and Dun and Gizmo are doing a really good job. By the way, we, as you can see in the right top corner of the screen, there is a bit of a map missing. I have no idea why, but this is what SimUp gave me, and so we have to work with this. But as you can probably imply from all the cars moving around the bottom, it just goes around the wide part of the track there. So it's just a bigger, wider corner than the one on the very bottom. So not sure what is happening there. So we got 18 people, or actually 17 if you exclude me. So it's not a great turn up, but it is fun to see a lot of the communities at least having a few participants joining. So we have been on board with Dun and Gizmo driving for TRE. Everyone also made their own liveries. So let's just switch around to a couple of other cars that are on track. Because everyone made their own liveries, it's quite a hassle sometimes to make them, but I think this model seems to be quite easy to have liveries made for. So for MVRC, I think we have Jake and Minimus, and that is it. Oh, Hatticat is also strengthening the team over there. So we have J-Turn, which has a great flaming livery, but it really suits it. Because why not? I suppose you could call it a rocket. But J-Turn, or Jim, is driving for AMS2 and doing a great job as we speak, as he is 4th. Usually it was a very stable and consistent driver, finishing quite high relatively in most races. Then we got Blank driving for KCSR in this pink livery. Oh damn, it's all pink. Yeah, that's perhaps deserved given the color. I mean, hot damn. Let me also see if I can get the chat up, because I'm not sure how loud I am or how loud the game is. I have no idea what everyone is saying. I'm not sure how loud I am or how loud the game is. So we got 3 watching. I'm not sure how loud I am. So who's in chat? Make yourself known. Who are you rooting for? Thanks, Raptor. That's good to hear. Are you just here to enjoy the fun and see what's up? Alright. We are now on board with Redacted, driving for 10T. A nice red and black livery. Tina's driving for an NRT, also a quite similar livery. Suppose Redacted is in the wrong car then. No. Oh, they just they shared some of the skins. That's probably it. So Raptor is rooting for himself. Well, fair enough. Sends regards to FoaH. I'm not sure who FoaH is, but FoaH, you are getting my regards. There you go. Just free of charge. The only one on track still is Tina's. But let's go through the... Oh damn, that's not good. That's not handy. So we cannot check out the liveries at the moment, because we've got some bugging cars. But the qualifying is over. Dun. Getting pole. It's always very difficult to keep up with Gizmo. And this shows you why. It's ridiculous what this guy can do with a card. So it's going to be 20 laps. Probably no pitting is required. So no pit stops are required, which makes it a bit easier. However, and this is the catch, there will be a bit of rain. So we qualified with nice weather, just a few clouds, but the rest is just blue skies. But we are going to start with a bit of rain, or at least the track will be wet. So no, I don't. So let me correct that. I think we will start with a wet track only, and we have some clouds. And in the middle of the race, it will rain a bit, and then it will dry up. So we'll see what happens. Presumably, there won't be any tire changes needed. So it's not the most difficult circumstances out there, or we have had during the rest of the races of the Community Cup, because there were some very tricky combos. But right now it seems to be good. It seems to be good. So a few other people joined. What are we rooting for? Are we rooting for teams? Are we rooting for people? What are we doing here? Let me also get the other guys in there in terms of the audio.
All my testing, it never got more than moist, or whichever the one before wet is. So
I can hear everyone from the race talking to each other.
Interesting. It is only for fun, so please try to keep it sensible on that one. It is going to be tricky, and it is very hard to avoid stuff that's spinning in these. There's not lots of spray. There is some, but you can still see. It's not like you can't see where you're going or anything like that. So it should, with a bit of luck, be a fun race.
All right. So that was Jim, the one that did most of the organizing for the Community Cup. Without him, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have been possible. Or probably it would have been possible, but someone has to do it.
Yeah, possibly. It's going to be a workout, that's for sure. These cars certainly give your arms a workout.
Yeah, one of the reasons I'm not driving is because I didn't really like the cars.
Does anybody know of anybody we're waiting for?
I wanted to race and not fight the car, so I wanted to fight others.
Doesn't sound like it. Right. Oh, you were going to say somebody?
Oh, I want to say that I think everybody is here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so my only bit of fuel advice is I can tell you what I am taking, the M1. I am H pattern shifting, which may or may not make a difference to the fuel. So the Model 1, the V8, I am taking 145, which by my calculations is 2 litres too much. 6 laps, 145. About 7.3 a lap is what I got in qualifying.
Yeah, after I've got 173 on the Model 2.
Appreciate it. Thank you for letting people know that. Okay, here we go, guys. Good luck. Have fun. Keep it sensible. If you do take somebody out, ask them if they want you to wait or anything like that, and then hopefully you can still have a battle no matter where you are in the field. Good luck, guys. Here we go.
Good luck, everyone.
That was a little bit
Have fun.
Low volume.
Good luck.
It's a bit difficult to... I don't do this every day, so... Alright, so let me mute everyone. I am just going to wait for the timer to run down, as I will not ready up, and this will make sure that I can monitor the entire race instead of participating. so curious about the top 3.
Paddy was here, he would say that it's like with women, he goes for the gap that doesn't exist. Now we can
Right,
go.
I heard that.
I think that's everybody that's readied up apart from Harm. Good luck.
Oh, Minimus. All right. We are going. So we are trackside right now, looking for the race start. Oh man, it looked like that is interesting. I think he was steering to just wrong. Interesting. But where is Gizmo? He dropped down a lot. He dropped down a lot. And Jane Turn is currently in P2, so he has done a really great start. Let's see if the rest of the field came through correctly. Seems like they did. That's a good thing. So as I said, the track is damp. We can already see some people struggling to keep on track. But the top is still quite tied together. Maybe a few different lines here and there. But all in all, a good start for everyone, which is good to see. It's not a super long race because it's just 20 laps, but I mean 20 laps can still be quite a workout. So we are currently on board with Tines, driving for NRT. A lot of the enthusiastic crowd, gotta love to see it. Oh, and Tines is trying to make a move on Minimus, but Minimus is on the inside, so it doesn't really work out for Tines. But Tines is on a mission. However, Jake is behind him, so Jake somehow made an issue or made a mistake and is now trying to fight his way back forward. And Jake, of course, is quite a fast driver, so I do expect some overtakes from him at some point. Gizmo is very close to Jim right now, and they are coming to some of the faster sections of this track. So I wouldn't be surprised if this slipstream is enabling him to overtake. There will be a very large left-hander coming up. Gizmo has the inside, so he should have this move done, and it looks like he did. Can Jake also make a move on Tines? We are on the straight right now. Jake seems to have the inside. Will he be able to brake late? No, he won't. Okay, so he's gonna stick behind for another lap or perhaps a few corners, but it's... Oh, and Minimus had a bit of an issue. I think from the chatter in the chat, It seems to be a mistake by Minimus himself, so no one touched him. But Gizmo is back on first, back on top. I mean, if you let this guy go, he will just go. He will take advantage of it. And he proves it yet again. So let's see what is happening a bit further back. It's not very close, but definitely people still sticking to the slipstream. Oh, hey, go cat. Oh, Hater Tad not having a good time. And those fences do nothing. You can just drive through them. Which is, I suppose, funny. Because they don't serve any purpose behind, except for the visual part, but... Anyway, Tom is currently on the rear of Minimus. Not sure if Tom has the pace to be able to make a move there on Minimus. The car from Tom also seems a bit dented. Wouldn't be surprised if he has hit the wall at some point. See? There on the left side, it's a bit dented. Let's hop on board with Tinez again. He's now on the tail of Redacted. They are on the fast part of the track again. So if you have a slipstream, then right now is the time to capitalize. And this should be an interesting gap. I mean, presumably at the end of this straight, if he has a good exit, you should be able to catch up. But it doesn't look like he is close enough. At the moment, no one is really close enough. And maybe here... Yes, oh. I already noticed some changes in the distance between the cars. But it seems that Pavel, who, if you remember, got second in the Community Cup for, I think it was the second division, is currently one of the last drivers, or the drivers who is driving last in this race right now. So let's return to this battle, because this is for third. Oh no, Jake is off the track again. Jake, normally such a competitive driver, is currently struggling. I'm not sure if maybe it's the track that is still drying, or if he didn't practice enough. I mean, it is not a super official race, it's not for points or anything, so he might not have practiced the amount that I usually did. Which is expected. And also this car is quite tricky. It's very hard to pace yourself to not be on the throttle too quick. But here this battle is heating up. So again, this is the battle for third. Jane turned right in the middle of it, being chased by Tinez. Trying to get Redacted. Oh, this is great, this is great. So Minimus is calling for, or saying that there is a traffic jam in front, which it seems there is. So let's go on board with Jake for a little bit, because right now P6 to P3 are very close. Again, they are entering the long straights, or at least the very, very wide corner section. So let's see if something is happening here. Tines is really close. Oh. I think that was Tines and Redacted? Yeah. So Tines and Redacted collected themselves. Tines saying that they didn't touch, but of course we didn't really see it from this far back. So Jim and Jake, they avoided the incident, so good for them. Good awareness. This does mean that Jake is currently in P4. I also noticed that Dun on Gizmo is currently in second place, so he might have made a mistake somehow, or Blankfall is just flying. One of the two, I'm not sure. But we'll take a closer look if this gap of 1.5 seconds is going to widen or tighten up a bit. Tom is currently close to Redacted right now. So let's go trackside again. See if Tom has it in him to keep close. And I see rain. There is rain currently falling. It's going to be light rain, so it's nothing major. And of course, if you can see the tires, they have some grains in them, so they are able to get rid of some of the water on the track a lot easier than modern F1 cars can on slicks. Tom was able to stick with Redacted. They are entering the final sector of the track, about to enter the straights. But we are going on board with Minimus right now. Let's see what the slipstream does. So they are currently entering the straight. So let's see if there is any kind of slipstream that they can take advantage of. The rain is really picking up there. Oh, this is not the corner he was expecting to have. So he drops back a little bit. It's too bad because this is again another straight. So we are going back on board with Tom, Redacted. Or actually, let's go on board with Eurofighter, because Pavel and Eurofighter are very close to Andy G. Maybe they will be able to make a move, maybe brake late. But it doesn't really look like the slipstream is doing much with these cars. And of course that makes sense because they have no downforce. Oh. Oh, that was clever. So Raptor had to lift a little in order to make the corner, and that allowed Eurofighter to overtake Pavel because he was right behind Raptor. But as you can see, Pavel is right on the tail of Eurofighter, trying to regain the place that he just lost. They are side by side, but the following corner is to the right. So the advantage goes to Eurofighter. He might have had he might have a better exit. But it doesn't look like it. The gap between Blankfall and Dun on Gizmo is also reducing. So they are within a second of each other. So already half a second less than it was before. FoaH trying a different line. But Eurofighter just defending very, very good. Oh. Not sure who broke too late. But they almost collided. And FoaH opted to do an avoiding line, which is good. Otherwise, they might have collected both of they might have collected each other. So FoaH, you still watching? So again, a shout out if you missed the first one. I guess you are a friend of Raptors. The FoaH really close to Raptor right now. Eurofighter has been overtaken, but he is still on the inside. So let's go trackside for a bit and see what is happening from this vantage point. They are switching all the time. So currently FoaH overtook Eurofighter yet again. Ooh, and it's getting sketchy out there, it seems, because FoaH is having a bit of trouble keeping the car on track. There's a very good battle right there. I'm not sure if there is any better battles on track, but it seems to be Yeah, we are going on board with Gizmo and with Blankfile, because these two legends are battling currently for the top spot. P1. And even though it's raining, they are fighting their way to the front. And I'm not sure where everyone else is located in the world, but I'm in the Netherlands, and this day it snowed quite a bit. So there have been some places in the Netherlands where about 30 to 40 centimeters of snow fell, which is ridiculous for the standards of the Netherlands. But a couple of people I know already made a lot of fun enjoying this snow, going out with their kids or making a snowman. Even I did. So there's a snowman in my garden right now. But anyway, we're watching a race, not talking about the weather. So Gizmo and Blankfile currently entering the start-finish straight. So let's see if Gizmo has a good exit, which it seems that he does. He's not really that much faster, but maybe at the end of the straight he has the guts to brake late, but he doesn't. He's not braking late. Of course, it's also a matter of keeping your opponent, just keeping him to look in the mirror. Make him do all the work. Following normally is a bit more easy, but here he does the move, and he has done it. So Gizmo back on top yet again. He only has to what's the word? He only has to hold this for another 13 laps. I mean, how hard can it be? Hey, Jan Hendrik. Isn't your name FoaH then? I suppose not. But good that you're watching. Let's go on board with Raptor a bit and see how he's doing. It looks to be that he is in no man's land, just driving his own race, doing what he can. There's literally 10 seconds in front of him and 10 seconds behind him, so he's not really in a position to make anything possible right now. But we might go back on board with him in a bit, who knows? A lot can happen. So Jake and Minimus and Redacted, they are still in a battle right there. Very close. And they are also about to enter the last few straights. So let's go on board and see what they are doing. Minimus is very close to Redacted right now, so he might be able to do something there at the end of the straight, just like Gizmo just did on Blankfile. Do a maxi in the Rain Raptor. Yep. Yep. Just drive your own race and see what happens. Oh, and Redacted just let them through. Not sure why. But Jake currently on the inside. So he probably got this done. And he overtook 2 people on one straight. That's not too bad. I mean, I can't help but think that Redacted just let him through. Or let them through. But no, on the other hand, Minimus made a little mistake and Redacted could capitalize yet again, so I suspect it. But why would he do it? It looked so weird. So Jake back in 5th, not too bad, not too bad. So Jim made a bit of a mistake there. I heard it in the chat. He said to be careful to the others around him. And right now Jake is gaining on Jim. It seems that Gizmo and Blankfile has made quite a gap to P3. So they are very consistent. Jake and Minimus are going for it. There's just no brakes. They are all in. But of course, it makes sense because they got nothing to lose. I mean, even if they crash, they won't gain anything and they won't lose anything. Oh, you can see them sliding. So it seems to be a bit more difficult to drive. And again, these cars are already difficult to drive. Ooh, a little touch from Minimus on Jake there. But these cars are already difficult to drive. And with rain, it gets even more treacherous. They are very, very close. Very, very close indeed. They're on the straight again. So let's see if, I mean, Jake might be able to make a move on J-turn. It all depends on the exit of this corner, which is not good for both of them. Oh mate, oh, so Jim made a little mistake and both Minimus and Jake could capitalize. And he's just behind them. That's so unfortunate. But it happens. It happens. Of course, you keep looking in your mirror. You are busy with the cars behind you, while of course you should be focusing as much as you can in front of you. But that does mean that Jake and Minimus are currently in a 4th and 5th position. grumpy old fart in third. I don't know how he got there, but he is doing quite well. But Jake is right behind him, and it does seem that grumpy old fart is struggling a little bit. It's not very difficult for Jake to overtake, and I wouldn't be surprised if Minimus also has a crack at him quite soon. So let's go on board with Minimus. Is this it already? Minimus is on the outside, not the most handy line or most favorable line. And he might have shot himself in the foot as J-Turn is able to make a move on him now. But he is keeping it for the time being. It's still very close though. And now Jake is able to just drive away from the bunch here. Minimus not able to overtake, even though he probably wants to really badly. So his teammate is driving away from him. Oh, little touch there it seems. Let's go on board with Minimus to see if he can make a move on grumpy old fart on this straight. I hope everyone is enjoying this. I hope you have a nice little snack or something to drink. While we are enjoying the last race of the Community Cup, finishing on a high. J-turn right. Let me go trackside right here because it is going to get dicey here. No, they are not making it 3 wide, which is probably a good idea. But J-turn is trying to make a move there. Not able to do it. So grumpy old fart is defending for his life, but so far he's doing great. I think from the chats I read, he said he found this a very tricky car. One that if he could just complete the race without spinning, he would be a happy camper. And so far he's doing great. I mean, he hasn't spun and he's currently in 5th, so I don't think he will be complaining a lot. Are there any close battles on battle on track right now? It seems there are. So Tines is very, very close to Redacted. And if we go on board, we can see a few of the lines that they are driving. So currently on board with Tines, trying to overtake Redacted. And in front is Tom. I think they are the closest on track at the moment, except for maybe J-turn and Grumpy Old Ford. A defensive line from Tom. Probably wasn't really necessary. Oh, and I think Grumpy has spun. Oh no. Commentator curse, I suppose. Sorry, Grumpy. And I just heard in chat that, yay, we're halfway. So we are indeed at lap 11, making it 11 out of 20. And if we check the gap from Pavel to Raptor, it is now 3 seconds. So please keep an eye out, FoaH. or Jan Hendrik, I'm not sure how to call you. But it seems to be closing in because Pavel is quite a fast driver, but he seems to have consistency issues at this track with this car. If we go to the front wheel, oh no, we are going here. We are going here because Redacted is very, very close to Tom. They are, yeah, they just finished the lap, so they have the whole curvy part of the track in front of them. And hey, I'm not sure if you guys can see this or have noticed this, but the track changed again in the track layout. So seemingly the blue corner, bottom corner, has fixed itself, but right now the yellow part is completely out of whack. Really weird. But alright. Oh no. Tom had made a mistake right there. So he's not having a good time right now. While Tinas and Redacted are still fighting. Let's go trackside to change it up a bit. I think everyone on track found their pace, found their consistency, the amount they want to push. So Pavel currently on the tail of Raptor. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if within a lap Pavel has overtaken Raptor, considering the speed of which he closed the 10-second gap. So it's trying different lines, or maybe it was some avoiding action, I'm not sure. They will be entering the straight after this corner, so they should have... Oh! Well, like I said, Pavel is a very quick driver, but he's not having a good time. Just not very consistent. And from listening to the chat, I think we lost someone. I don't know who it is. But there was some amount of damage that he couldn't recover from, so we lost someone. Medic! Redacted and Tina still fighting it out on track right there. Still very close. I don't think there is anyone else on track that which are so close as these two. Let's go on board for a bit. See what happens. But the rain at least stopped. Oh, Jake has left. Ah, alright. Thanks for letting us know, Flip-Flops. Why aren't you driving? I mean, you are a very capable driver. Didn't like the combo, just like me? I mean, we've only 12 people left. So already 5 left, approximately. There's going to be no one left at the end of the race. Finishing on a low, perhaps? Oh, a disagreement with gravity. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're recovering. Hopefully everything will be alright in terms of being the old you again. But hopefully you got the message. Gravity is not to be played with. It always wins. So this still is the closest battle on track. Redacted versus Tines. Fighting for P6. Oh, I think we lost Tom. Now that I mention it. You want a rematch? Really? Don't taunt the beast. Gravity has been around for a lot longer than you have been, Flip-Flops. I had a friend of mine. He had a motor accident or a motorbike accident, and he broke his collarbone and his elbow and his wrist, and he just got into sim racing. So, yeah, he hasn't raced for some time, but the last few weeks he's been on it. During Black Friday, he got a nice R3 from Moza, so he's going at it the last few weeks quite hard, I think, in Assetto Corsa Evo and Assetto Corsa Rally. So I'm glad to see he's doing well, or at least better. And I wish you the very same, Flip-Flops. But I suppose it's in the name. You flip-flop around, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Yeah, thanks, mate. You too. Redacted and Tina's entering the start-finish straight. Let's see if he has a bit of overspeed in compared to Tina's. It does seem he has a little bit, but it's definitely not enough for an overtake possibility. I've never driven these cars, I think. I have done this track and it's quite curvy and quite fun as well because it's somewhat technical. Oh! Oh no, Tines! Well, it happens. But that's too bad, because that was the only really close battle on track. How am I supposed to make this fun to watch? Oh well. At least I got a snack, at least I got a drink, and I got one of my cats laying right beside me. And she's sleeping. Even though I'm blabbering. Well, Guess what? Pavel has caught up with Raptor yet again. It's only a second behind. So let's just see if he can do this time around. Who knows? Oh, and by the way, I said that J-Turn is a very consistent driver, and he proves it yet again. So we are 50 or 75% into the race, and he's currently in third, driving 16 seconds behind the leader. Which, given that it's Gizmo, is quite quite an achievement, I suppose. But yeah, he is driving in third. Not bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Minimus is a little bit faster than J-Turn, so maybe near the end of the race he might have caught up, and Minimus could be fighting for a podium then. But let's see. Minimus made a mistake, did he though? 10 seconds? Was he that close to blank fall? I didn't spot that, but alright. Oh, and this time around it's Raptor who's spinning. Well, sorry Foppa, but your mate was looking in the mirror a bit too much. And it's all caught on stream. How unfortunate. But not last. I mean, everyone is just driving on their own. Well, let's go on board with Gizmo for a little bit then. Considering he has such tremendous pace and tremendous consistency. Let's see what his lines are. I mean, the upcoming sector is probably not going to be the most fun one, as it is just a lot of straight lines. See what the blank ball is quite a bit slower than Gizmo. So Gizmo could just take it a bit more easy, but and from the sound of the engine, it does seem that the cars they are driving are different. So either Gizmo is in the V8 or Blankfall is. But it seems to be that Gizmo has picked the right car tonight. He's doing really well. I don't think he made any mistake, at least as far as I'm aware of. Yeah, maybe at the beginning there, because he started off first, but somehow ended up 6th, I think. So Minimus will be very close to J-Turn in a little bit, is what Flip-Flops is saying. Thanks for the heads up, Flip-Flops. Yeah, this will be exciting. Hopefully they will hopefully they will carry it to the end. That would be my wish. It's a New Year miracle, let it be. Yeah, this for sure will be the only interesting thing happening on track. Now this is going to be exciting. Wait, it's already happening? Oh my. Can J-Turn fight back? Yes, he can go back into the inside because Minimus made a slight mistake. Wow. Well done, Jim. According to Minimus, it was a bit optimistic, but he made it stick, so it didn't look very bad from the outside, or from my perspective. So 3 laps to go, and is J-Turn going to carry on this momentum and keep this lead? That's the big question. It is going to be very tricky. I mean, they have already been, what is it, around 50 minutes? I think it is. Is it 50 minutes? Yeah, could be, because I think the lap times were about 20 or 2 minutes something. So they have already been on it for quite a while. Fatigue may be starting to take over a little bit. Minimus is trying to take different lines, but it's probably not going to make a lot of difference in these curvy sections of the track. Oh, and he's diving on the inside. Can he make this work? Let's go trackside. J-Turn is trying to get on the gas as soon as he can, but they are currently on the start-finish straight. Or actually, not really, but it is going to be a straight. J-Turn on the inside for this very, very wide left-hander. And J-Turn keeps the position. Currently on the straight. Let's go on board. Let's see if Minimus does something. No, he's just going to take it easy. Just going to stick behind J-Turn, see if he can force a mistake in these curvy corners for the upcoming few laps. This is an odd corner to be side by side, but they seem to have made it, even though Minimus was on the curb a little bit. It looked very dangerous from my perspective, but it seems to be alright. It seems to be alright. I didn't hear any complaints in the chat. Alright, question is now, can J-Turn keep up with Minimus? Because Minimus has free air right now, so he might be able to just drive away, or J-Turn can stick with him and maybe retake the position yet again. I hope they will be. He does, because it would make for a great ending of this last race of the Community Cup. There's currently no real other battles happening on track. Gizmo seems to be in a very, very comfortable position. He keeps driving away from Blankfile, meaning that, yeah, if he doesn't spin, he is just going to win this race. Unfortunately, not for points for him. but still, given the cars, given the circumstances of the track, of the weather, it is quite an achievement for all the drivers that are still in play. But it doesn't look like that J-Turn can keep up, which is unfortunate. We have 2 more laps to go. And then it's all over for the Community Cup 2025. Let me, by the way, remove these controls. There you go. Yeah, Minimus has had some quality all season. I remember what he did with the minis. I was so surprised when he didn't pit, or I think he pitted for only once, and only for tires. Like, what the hell? How did you do that? So he taught me a few tricks. And he showed me a few of his laps after the race. It was quite interesting, the way he fuel saved and such. So yeah, even though he's in a different community and also driving for points other than the ones that I was driving for, he still wants to help me. Which is very good to see. Very good to see. Yeah, it was an amazing drive. I think he also won it, did he not? In the server that he was driving in. I think even by 15 seconds or something like it. Hey, come on guys. We need to end on a high, so let's just bunch up together a little bit, okay?
Safety car.
Let's just bring the others into the
Mandatory doobie stop.
into the audio as well.
No, always after, mate.
Yeah, so J-Turn is nowhere near Minimus anymore, so he's not gonna do anything there.
I almost crashed. Talking into the braking zone.
Can't fucking see, man.
Gizmo is
I
going
wasn't to say, I barely see my my braking points now.
Yeah, can't see him.
Gizmo is on the final
that might
lap.
have also contributed to my near crash.
Come on,
Almost,
it's been
half
almost
of the
20
lap done.
laps, so you should know the track by now. I shot.
I can't get around it with my eyes open, so that's going to be difficult.
It seems to be that a lot of the drivers are struggling a bit with the tires and with the lighting currently, as the braking points are a bit more difficult to see.
Good to see the crowd is
thanks,
stuck around.
Flip-flops. I mean, I
don't move an
made
inch, have
most
they?
of them, so it's I didn't make this one, but
Race
yeah,
must
I
not have
made
been
most of
exciting
them.
enough.
It iterated a few times, but I think they ended up being quite nice. It's a particular style, I suppose, that you like or you don't like, but I'm glad you do. So yeah, Gizmo in the final few corners, and then it will be done for the Community Cup. Absolute fire. And of course, yet again, thanks to Jim for organizing the entire Community Cup. There was so much involved to organizing it, to keeping everything up to date and making sure that everyone was aware of certain facts or dates or whatever it was. Liveries, deadlines, you name it. So he really did a great job. Also Tina's for putting a lot of the livery packs together. The livery packs that we are currently seeing, I think, is also compiled by Tina's yet again, which he did most of the times. So yeah, a lot of people to thank, and I'm not able to thank everybody, but some of the most important people I did mention. And the race is completed. Gizmo won this race by a landslide. Blankfall, I think, at 10 seconds behind, and then followed by Minimus. Unfortunately, not a very close battle with J-Turn at the end, but still a very, very good one. No one really fighting or doing anything spectacular, so we'll just watch these guys make a lot of donuts, which they very elegantly do.
I get 21% damage as well now.
Yeah, I had 19 on the line.
Alright. So that is it. I'm not sure if I don't think we will do the post driver.
Yeah, I'm
toss.
soaked.
Stupid heel toes.
Well done, Gizmo.
Yep.
Thank you.
I need a shower.
Did you spin even once, Gizmo?
He did.
Yes, third lap, I think.
Right.
Wow.
I spun 4 times.
You 4 times?
I actually didn't
Yeah, I
spin
did.
at all.
So, right in the beginning when I attached a bit Jim there. Then when I was pushing a bit too much, then once I was a bit greedy, and the 4th time was just lost concentration.
Really?
Yeah.
Did no mistakes. He didn't spin it even once.
Oh, that's
But
great.
at
Yeah, I
least
did
I got a
spin,
lot of
but that's
action.
like 4 or 5 mega moments.
I only saw a few spins.
Well done, Raptor. Bring it home. Lovely work, sir. Yeah, I had no third gear for the last lap and a half.
Oh
Oh,
god.
You
damn.
didn't have your
I
gearbox or what? What did you
I
do?
thought you just gave up.
No, I came
It's
out on the
good battle, Jim.
It was a lovely battle, Minimus. Yeah, I came out of that penultimate corner just about on your tail, thinking, oh, well, unless you make a mistake, you're going to drive away from me. It popped out a third, and that was pretty much it for third. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky after that. But well done.
Overtake there, was it too pushy?
No, it was spot on, mate. Because of my H pattern shifting, I'd set the gearing so I didn't have to shift too much, but it meant on several corners I was slow dragging out of the corners because it wasn't really the right RPM. And you that same place you did me twice in a row. Yeah, it was beautiful, mate. Great overtake. Well done.
I was shitting my pants
Yep.
because I spun twice there.
It was good. It was good stuff. Done. Quality win. Well done, sir. Blank foul. Well done for P2. I think you battled for certainly a good chunk at the start before Dun managed to break a little gap. Minimus, you clawed it back after. Well, I'm not sure if I clipped you or what happened, but yeah, you spun when we were close together. So well done. So redacted P5. Tinez quality P6. Grumpy, you were up there for the fight at one stage, but I think you had a spin P7. Andy P8. Mauro Rocco P9. Pavel in the top 10, and then Raptor I think was 11, and Jake, did you run out of fuel or did you get to the end, Jake?
No,
what
I made
happened
it.
to you at the end? You made it. Well done, sir. Well done.
Just very slowly.
Hey.
Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. And
Well
cheers,
done, everyone.
Is Harm still in the voice? Are you?
Yeah,
are you
no,
still
absolutely. You guys are live on stream currently. I'm broadcasting your your final thoughts on this race just now. So, yeah,
Oh shit!
awesome. Yeah, oh shit.
Fantastic. A season would be.
Swear words.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
Well,
18.
Fun.
it was great. A little bit
It got-
less exciting at the end there, but it was a fun race to commentate on.
It
And,
is a big
too
track
bad-
for 20 cars to get separated on, isn't it? It got
Yeah.
a bit dark at the end there, so sorry guys if it was a little bit too dark. I didn't think it got quite that dark. I thought I maybe miscalculated
Yeah,
a
that
little
last
bit there.
lap.
Yeah, it made it interesting.
Yes, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It wasn't too tricky with the rain. I was trying to make it interesting without too deadly. But if you didn't like it, just blame Tinez. It was his combo.
Yeah, I'm blaming
I
Tinez
didn't pick the
officially.
settings. Look,
Track condition changes were actually really nice. I liked it.
I
Yeah.
tested
It's
them a lot. I
also
wanted,
Yeah, the track
I wanted
conditions
variation without
was-
it being deadly. So I think we just about achieved that. But yeah, not a huge number of finishes, but it was a tricky combo.
if I'd have picked the settings, I would have definitely gone for more rain than that.
Right. Okay. So Tinez is
Person
banned for
would.
choosing any track combo or track and car combo next time.
Yes.
Finesse,
Yeah.
you up for re-race right now? More rain. 2 hours.
2 hours. Oh,
I tell you what though, I'd love to do a league in these, full league with real weather, unknown conditions. I'd love that.
I would
yeah,
do
that
so. It would be
Amazing.
amazing.
I think
Yeah,
that would
because
be
you
nice.
don't need to think about pit strategies, only one type of tires, and
That's it.
just,
Yeah.
All right.
and they
Great.
have
So,
massive
Even the
pipes
setup's
to
easy.
get to the end.
so
Before we
Tinez
all-
and Minimus are going to do their own league. Have fun, guys.
I think so.
Hey, sign me up.
Before we all get too carried,
these cars.
before we get too carried away, just massive thank you to Harm. You stepped up at the end there to get our. I think we've had a stream for every single round, and Harm, you stepped up there. It was really appreciated. And thank you everybody for taking part in the AMS2CC 25. It might be 26 now, but I have enjoyed it. Pretty sure there'll be an AMS2CC 26, but I am quite looking forward to a couple of months off, I have to say. But cheers everybody. Loads of you have played your own little individual role. It's been massively appreciated and an awful lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jim.
Jim.
Cheers for hosting me.
Oh, thank you
Great.
for organizing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
man.
Yeah, great racing, lads.
Night, everybody.
Thank you, Harm, for streaming this race.
Yeah. Sure thing, Gizmo. No
join
problem.
roulette on Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, too.
Yeah. I think I can make it. I think so. I can't make any
Excellent.
promises. Yeah. All right. Hey guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, and we'll see each other next time on track sometime. I'm sure.
Take care,
Cheers,
everybody.
mate.
It's been fantastic.
All right.
Thank you.